need on the buy levels, probably 40% below. Binance, Gate. I mean, you can buy Steem just about anywhere, I think. You can also buy Steem, incidentally, you can also buy Steem directly on the Steem network. Let me see here. Make sure I've got you covered on the Steem network. Yeah, Bittrex up, Binance. You know what? Binance is there, but Gate.io is not, which kind of surprises me. Binance is there. Bittrex, I think. Let's see here. And I think maybe HitBTC is on there as well. Yeah, HitBTC, up a bit. Poloniex, I'll put Poloniex in there. Poloniex is a big one. Let's see here. I don't know if it's Poloniex. Is that right? Is that it? I, of course, haven't slept. And yeah, I got it right. Okay. Alrighty. I think... oh, crypto score. I'm going to give it an 85 out of an 85 out of 100. The reason I'm not giving it much higher, even though in terms of performance, functionality, utility, capability of making money, it's all fantastic. It's all great. However, most of you, correct me if you disagree with this or you don't fall into this category, Sapien to Steem at all, or not even the same ballpark as to what they offer. I don't think of it as in the same ballpark. I don't think of it as in the same ballpark. Did somebody what? Wow, what reply did I give, Trader7? I'm not sure. did I reply to something and I don't know what I replied to? Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if you want to tell me what I replied to. Oh, making big money on Steem. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, I definitely wanted to make. Well, Trader7, it's a great question, and the reason it's a great question is if you are like me, and some of you fall into this category, and some of you don't, and I want to get back to okay, the CryptoShark score. Okay, why do I give it and it relates to what you said, Trader7. Why do I give it an 85 out of 100? Technically, it's 100 out of 100. It works beautifully, hasn't run into serious issues at all. Super fast transaction time. The blockchain scales fantastically. DTube runs very well. Not great, but runs very well. So the social media tokens or the Steem media tokens all work very well. Technically, it's doing a beautiful job with integrating with human beings. Being something that impacts. It's doing a beautiful job. But I know that most of you, to a certain extent, it's true with me as well. We're here to trade. We're here to buy into projects that we anticipate becoming extremely valuable over time, whether it's fully deserved on a fundamental basis, which Steem could potentially aggregate, or whether we happen to pick one that catches the wind of the social media networks and catches the wind of the funds coming in and rises up dramatically. I mean, that's ultimately what the CryptoShark room is about. I mean, even though I talk all the time about fundamentals, and I certainly believe in them, and I've gone through fundamental analysis, I know that we are in a speculative environment. We're not in a fundamental-driven environment because there aren't any fundamentals for most of the projects, and there aren't going to be fundamentals for a long time. So I don't harp on that. But Steem is like this racehorse that should be winning all the races and running around the track faster than anybody, and it's never done that. Even though it has a baked-in huge audience, 500,000, 600,000 signups, people making money on it, 50, 60,000 people using it all the time, you don't see Steem. I mean, Steem had a really nice run-up when it went from it was teetering around 90 cents, $2, bounced back down. And I'm doing this all from memory. Bounced back down and then ran up all the way to the $8 range or even a little higher. I mean, it was fantastic. But in the normal, in the world of normal investors, those kinds of numbers are great. They're the stuff of dreams. But in the world of cryptocurrency, I mean, it's kind of that's not that impressive. Simply not that impressive. I can think of a number of coins that have nowhere near the footprint of impact of Steem that have blown Steem's returns 10 times over. Digibyte had a quick 10x. It's nowhere near got the impact. PivX, 22 cents up to well over $12, knocking on $20. I mean, on and on and on I could pick coins that have blown past what Steem has ever done. And you just kind of wonder why that's the case. Well, I think there are a couple of reasons. The complexity of it, the fact that people use it internally and there's not as much interest trading. There are a number of reasons for it. But whatever those reasons may be, we in the Crypto Shark trading room, we would like to see more remuneration, more return for a cryptocurrency that we hold. So it's an 85. I mean, technically it's great. I think I'm still holding Steem, and one of the reasons I hold Steem is because I occasionally post on Steemit. I haven't been posting lately. I've been traveling a lot, but I occasionally post on Steemit, and I need some Steem power, so I hold some Steem. I've got more than I need to do that, but it hasn't been my greatest investment by a long shot, as you can obviously tell. So, and I knew it. I knew that going into it. I was buying Steem no matter what because I was going to be participating in the network. I needed to have some Steem, so I bought it. I held it. Haven't traded it. Now, earlier, I did trade it. I wrote it up pretty nicely, sold out at the peak like I did with virtually everything else, and now I'm just holding on to a core position. But the long window of the situation is that Steem's just got some issues. Steem just has some issues. In fact, I'm going to make a note of it right here. Let's see, Steem underperforms as an investment and outperforms for utility and application. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Let me make that bigger so we can have it all on our screens, and that should bada bing bada boom. Let's see if I can get this here. Okay. All right. That may be the longest coin mastery I have ever done. Okay. I don't understand about Steem. I heard something like they will double the supply every year or something like that. No, Brock, as far as I know, I have not seen that. It's possible that they're doing it, but according to CoinMarketCap, it's approximately at the level correct. Now, there are a couple things going on with Steem where they're attempting to create the token that converts to the dollar, and there are a lot of ways to try to do that. One of the methods that I've talked about and come up with, and it's not, I don't think it's a particularly difficult solution to arrive at. Need more of my water there. Is you have a flexible supply. Yeah, I would encourage everybody to use Steem. I really think it's sort of the new frontier. Unfortunately, if you got in very, very early, and I was in much earlier. I looked at it a long, long time ago when it first came out. I kind of jumped on it, but I didn't spend a lot of time on it, and that's my deal. I was doing other things. I was making money in other ways, but didn't take advantage of what was really a great opportunity and still is. It's just you need to buy your way in a little bit more than you did back then. Back then you could really earn money posting. But I don't. There is no notice that I know of, and I'm not a world-class expert on Steem. In fact, there are very few of them because there's just a lot involved, and it's changing. It's developing a lot. Now, what they're not developing, so they're not developing that user interface, because the user interface is just, I put it at like early 90s level user interface. Very, very low level. It's one of the reasons why they're not getting a tremendous wave of adoption. But a lot of people are leaving Facebook. A lot of people are fed up with Facebook. There's a certain demographic reason for that, but people are beginning to view Medium and Steemit, Gab, Telegram as options to the mainstays of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, those kinds of things. Maybe Instagram, although Instagram isn't quite as restrictive. So Steam is super exciting. I think Steam is great, and I'm hoping and expecting it to come back and be one of these big success stories at some point. But up until this point, it's just I think it's a constant discussion on the Steemit channels. Why do we not see Steem, the token, moving more? What's the issue? Well, I mean, it's hard to say chicken to the egg kind of thing. They also have a fairly high token count, so 249 million right now, 266 million ultimately. That's that's a little high, but I think Steem needs to get over $5 and stay there, and then get over $10 and stay there, and really begin to build some momentum. But it's just been unable to do it. Okay, have I beaten that one into the ground? Does anybody have any questions about Steem or Steemit or Steem dollars or Steem media tokens or anything like that? Did you learn anything new about Steem that you did not know? Anything? I guess not. Okay, maybe I covered it. I think I covered it. Good. All right. Well, I think I covered it a little bit when we talked about how you would make money with it. So I think some of you have already experienced Steem. But I'm continuing to hold Steem, and I think what my goal is now, my goal with Steem, is to make money on Steem.